G'day, it's Charlie, and I'm coming to you from my locals community with your daily dose of business inspiration. Come on over and join me at askcharlieleetham.locals.com and follow along the conversation there, or you can become a supporter for $2 US per month to join in the conversation and add your own thoughts and your own voice to that. That $2 US per month ensures we aren't hit by spammers and trolls, but it also helps me to keep creating content like this, like my podcasts, and like the tutorials and whatever else I want to do as time goes by. Let's get on with our daily dose of business inspiration. This is the last one in a series that I've been doing. If you've been watching for the past couple of days, you'll know that this is also building on each other. I may do more on it later, but let's talk about today qualifying your leads. We've spoken about knowing your target audience. We've spoken about capturing your leads. We've spoken about nurturing your leads. Let's talk about qualifying your leads and how you might do that and why you want to do that again. So we've had people come to our website and think that maybe what you're offering, sorry, let me rephrase it. You've started a marketing campaign, you've had people come along to your website or your social media, you've captured their information, you've been sending them out information on a schedule that works for you and them about what your products and services do. So you've been keeping them warm. Now you kind of want to start moving them through your sales funnel. And I know there's some of you are going to go, I hate that term. You want to move them through the funnel, through the process to become a client of yours or a customer of yours. So you need to start qualifying some leads so you know who you can sell a little bit harder to, sell a little bit more to, become more specific with. How do you do that? Well, there's a couple of ways you can do it. And some of these work, some of these don't. Some of them require a little bit of work on our part, and that's why we don't want to do it. And sometimes, well, what I'm going to say is this is where evergreen content comes up. And if you want to know a little bit more about evergreen content, have a listen to the podcast I did with Callum Armstrong a couple of weeks ago. It's fantastic, and he talks a bit about evergreen content there as well. But let's talk about qualifying the leads. So once you've got them through and you're doing your nurture campaign, and you've had them on there for a while, and you're thinking, well, maybe the process should be, well, maybe some of these are interested in something more, but this is not the investment they want to make straight up front. Offer something of lower value, lower cost to them that will give them a taster of what you can do for them. Maybe you'll have a video series like I'm doing here, where you can send them through some training or some information on how to use a product or a service, what your service can do, some of the things that you do. Come up with something. It doesn't have to be a very long one, and it shouldn't be very expensive. Get them to make a small investment in your business. Allow them to take a little nibble of what it is you're offering, a little taster of what it is you're offering. You've given them something for free in your capture process. You've been nurturing that leads. Now you want to give them a little bit of a taster, but it needs to be of value to them, because if it's not of value to them, they're not going to value it. They're not going to appreciate what it is you can do. Once you get people buying on that and biting on that offer that you've put up, you can then move them into a new nurture campaign, which then you get then do something a little bit more. Maybe you'll run a webinar. Maybe you'll have a live session that you can invite them to. Maybe I don't know. I'm sure you guys have got some ideas. Let me know about what you think you could do within your businesses that would bring them through the qualification process. Here's the thing. Business managers like myself, we're really good at telling you, well, providing this information and helping you work through it. You're the business owner. You're the person that knows your business really well. You know what you can do. You know what you're prepared to do. I can help you package all of that up into something that will work for all of your clients. So once you've nurtured them and once you start qualifying them, you then move them into a new nurture campaign. You let them sit there for a bit and then you qualify them again. It might be a slower process for you. It might be more painful for you and more tedious. I know it feels that way, but trust me when I say that by the end of this process, and and there's only a certain number of times you can send them through a qualification process, you're going to know that the people on this particular part of your list, on your prospect list, are people who are really interested in what you have to offer. And you can go out and maybe, if they're not buying what you're laying down, if they're not picking up what you're laying down, I love that term. Maybe you could ask them what it is they're really looking for. Maybe you could send them a little survey and say, hey, listen, would you mind just answering some questions for me about the services I'm offering, or the problems that you're occurring or things that you're looking for, and then maybe that will help you refine your product or service to deliver what they're looking for. It's always an idea. So are you qualifying your leads? If so, how are you qualifying your leads? Again, leave some comments below for me. If you're not, what is it that's stopping you doing that? What is the things that you look at and go, I don't want to do it, or why are you not doing it? Let me know. Drop some comments below, and I will see you tomorrow for our next daily dose of business inspiration.